Alright, I'm gonna be going over my settings real quick. And before I start, if you guys like this video, if it helps you in any way, please like and please subscribe. Let's get right into it. So, my settings, I'll go over everything. So, first of all, my sensitivity is really low, but I also have control freaks and a low dead zone, so it kind of helps, I guess. And then targeting sensitivity is really low, so I can hit far shots with my AR pretty easily, because I don't scope in with my SMG anyways, because my normal sensitivity is low. So I just hip fire. Editing sensitivity is almost max, but not quite max. Buildings max. Auto run, you have to make sure you have auto run on. That can just save you a button, or sprint by default, I mean. Aim assist on, you want to have that. Edit mode aim assist, this is up to you. I don't like it because it can get like stuck sometimes. It's kind of weird, I don't know. I don't like it. And what other one? Auto material change, I like that, so that when I have traps out and I pull out my material, my traps aren't still out. I like it coming always back to walls. Auto open doors is on, auto pick up weapons. That's enough of that stuff. I'm gonna go right into my settings. Alright, so aim down sight and to attack, I use R1 and L1 just because I used to play MW3, and for those who played that back in the day, that's the buttons used, and I just personally like them better. Switch mode, I use X just because it's like close to the joystick. Like I used to use circle, but that's kind of far. It's a bit quicker to click X. Edit is R, jump is L, and then crouch, I just use the map button, so anyone on Xbox won't be able to crouch with these settings. Everything else is pretty much the same. Build controls, to place traps, I actually use the left analog stick button, or left button on the D-pad, I mean. This way I can still turn and spam traps. I can't move and spam traps, but I can turn and do it. Crouch, I don't know why that's crouch, to be honest, but it's whatever. Do that. What else? Everything's basically the same for building. This is where you need to look. So editing control, I used to reset with R. I literally just changed these settings like 5 minutes ago, so I don't really even know them yet. Like I still have to get used to them. I used to reset with R, so I'd have to re-edit. I'd have to click R to edit, click it again to re-edit, and then confirm with R1. So I'd double tap my joystick and then click R. But the reason that's so slow is because you have to double click, and it's way quicker to click it and then click another button. So I changed my reset to R1. So it's basically like I'm editing, aiming in, and shooting basically. So I click R on the right joystick, then I click L1, then to confirm I click R1, and to select, I used to select with L1, but now I select with L2, which is kind of weird. I'll show you guys real quick. Alright, I got some traps now. First I'm going to show you guys how quick I can place traps. So I literally just turn and you can place them like super easy, like nothing. So that's why it's good to have traps on your D-pad instead of like on the right side, like as a square, I think it used to be. Because you literally, if you have a square and you don't play claw, you have to literally click like turn, place it, turn, place it, turn, place it. This, you can just do it all in one motion. Real easy. So on my old keybinds, I couldn't reset this after I edited it, and I'm gonna see if I can do it on these new keybinds now. Oh. Super hard. There we go. See that? That's with the new keybinds, not claw. I'll try to do it. Now on my old keybinds, I couldn't do this edit and then reset it, and I'm gonna see if I can do it on these new keybinds now. So just like that, it'll break. Now let's see if I can do it. Oh. There, just like that. I literally re-edited it. It's like Squirrel Wheel almost. So quick. That's without claw, just normal keybinds. That's why these keybinds are one of the best. I mean, if you have an Xbox Elite controller, those are like way better because you have paddles on the back and stuff. But if you don't have that, these are the best settings you're gonna get for just a normal PS4 controller.